Hello guys, welcome on here. It's a wonderful and a very bright day out here. Hope you are doing well and hope you are great. Alright, today, without wasting much of our time, I want to do a very brief introduction about Farm Smart with Victor or Farm Smart with V. Right? First of all, what did I mean by smart? Smart means doing it wisely in a way that will work for you. Don't necessarily need to spend more. You don't need to spend more. You don't need to have everything in place. Okay, like I said, you don't need to spend more or spend much. You don't really need to have everything in place. Break your bank account before you get started on poultry farming. All right. So, without wasting much of our time, I'm going to disclose most of the things that have been done here in the farm and how we got to this level. We are doing it gradually, doing it one thing at a time. Understand? So behind me, you can see a fence here. This fence is for protection. You can see from intruders or anything, those goats, those cows, those cattle, anything. Here you can see a gate as well. It's gates and it's fenced. Very, very important. You can see. All right. By my side, you can see pen structure. You can see this is about 50 by 20, 50 in length and 20 in breadth. As you can see, we used an aluminium zinc for this construction. But let's move a bit close to pen while I explain more about this structure. Ignore the wind. There is much wind currently in this place. So you can see the structure on my back or behind me, the wood 4x4. As you can see, the 4x4 wood is used for this, the legs, the stand of this pen. All right, and this is also a deep litter system. All right, we are going to be starting with the deep litter system before we advance over time. All right, you can see we are almost done. You can see we are almost done. You can see how big and how high it is. This is a 500 capacity poultry pen. All right, so you can see how it is. So you can see by this stand we have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 legs in this stand. Then by this side we have one here, which is in the middle. As you can see, one in the middle. So from here goes down like this. We have about 6 of them in numbers. All right. So by this side we have about 6 here also. Then one here. So in total should be about 14 in numbers. 14 legs. Not forget I said they are four by wood. You can see what I mean by 4x4. This side, this side, 4. This side is also 4. This side is also 4. And the back is 4. So you say 4x4. Understand? And this wood, Malina wood, not hardwood. Why? Because those Malina wood in this region is hard to get. You understand? So we're making use of this Malina wood. Very good for furniture and strong. But still yet we have some work to do on this wood. All right. We're still going to apply a paint on it, like an oil paint, to make it slippery and easy for it to clean, to avoid termites and some other structure. You can look up here. This is a hardwood, it's a redwood, but it's scarce. So I got few of them and we used for this structure. As you can see, we used about 10 bundles and 2 sheets of zinc for this structure. As you can see, these things will be left like this. So there are some finishing touches that is remaining in this poultry house or this pen. As you can see, you are not yet fixed the net. You fix the net will cover like a wire mesh that will cover everywhere. We are going to fix a trampoline as well, all right, to avoid rain, dust, and all sorts of that. And you can see how low this is. You can see how low it is. It's about, looking at it here, it's about one coach. It's about one coach. So to deal with, in the ground, we have two coaches, two coaches of block down inside the ground, and here just one coach. Meanwhile, lest I forget, we did a foundation inside the ground. It was casted with granite, those stones, cement, and sand. Understand? Here also the floor, as you can see, the floor we casted it with granite and sand, also making use of cement, as you can see now, and we've made it a bit slope. If you look at the floor, it's a bit slope towards this extent for water use. So should in case we are trying to wash the place or restocking new flock, we don't need to stress ourselves of packing out the water. We just save ourselves the stress of packing out the water and sweep it this way gradually while it go out by itself. All right. So there are still other things we need to talk about, but this is just a brief introduction. Like I said, this is just a very brief introduction. Looking at this place here, you can see we did this wall with trolling. As you can see, we did this place with a trolling. This place, it's a spray. The trolling is like a spray paint that they do, and it is mixed with acrylic, which is the water. Um, Water can't enter. You understand? Water cannot enter this block. You understand? It prevents water from entering, like a water resistance. You understand? It's a chemical like a water resistance. So this structure is still ongoing. Gradually, the next project is to take this net. We're going to cover here with nets, put up the trampoline, cover everywhere, then spray the legs. You understand? Okay. Some workers are still here. They are walking around. They are doing some things. The finishing touches that is left to be done. Please ignore the wind. There is much wind in this location. Okay. Behind me or by my back, the tank stand. You can see. You can see this tank stand. This is where our overhead tank is going to sit. It's going to sit on top here. Understand? For it to have pressure down to that place, down to the pen. You can see this place is a well. This well, we are going to do something different here. We are going to use this thing. We're going to use a technique, you understand? And we are doing it in a very smart and a brilliant way. We're going to put a surface pumping machine here that's going to take water up to the tank. You know what I mean by surface pumping machine? Well, I'm going to show you in my next video. We're going to do it. This dog is a hand dug well, as you can all see. You can see the hand dug well, very deep. It was dug 4 days. 4 days was used, or we spent 4 days digging this well. Understand? So now you can see everywhere is fenced. Round me is fenced. You understand? Yes. So tell your friends, family members, any of them that is willing to venture or go into something like this, that we have started gradually. Like I say, you don't need to take the risk. I'll be the one taking this risk myself. All you need to do is just turn on your notification. So when we upload a video, you can receive a message or a notification that will tell you we have dropped another video. All right. You can look around. If you see around, we still have enough space, because as we grow over time, we'll increase. You understand? We have to increase. You can see how it is. This is just a brief introduction. But the next time I'll be talking more and more about this. As you can see the height. You can also see the height of this pen is about 7 feet. This 4x4 is about 7 feet. Then the length of this building or this pen should be about 12 to 14 feet. You can see to allow ventilation. Understand? For you can see it's a four-way airflow. Like here, there's a four-way airflow. You understand? Which means air or breeze, the winds can flow by the sides. There will be no way for diseases or anything to stick behind. And if you look straight in between this place, you will see that there's no wood in the middle of this place. There's no wood at all. Why I did that was because, over time, when we are about restocking, we do wash. And most times, these parasites or pests or insects will stick in the wood regardless of that, or regardless that we are going to paint it. You understand? Regardless that we're going to paint it, they will still stick on it. So that's why I save myself the stress of trying to clean these woods in the middle. That's why I did it by the edges, just like this. You can see them. That's why I just put it here on top this one coach block. Then this middle is left open. Understand? And I'll tell you a very good advantage of starting with a deep litter system. I'm not saying that if you're in a good position, you shouldn't start with battery cages. All right, don't get me wrong. Right? Why I said is very important is because over time I can decide. Here's just a flat ground. You can see the open space. Over time, I can decide to put one coach down like this, one coach each into three lines. You understand? One coach, one coach like this. Then I'll put my cages on top. I can still achieve or get a battery cage in the same place. You understand? I can do it whichever way I want. But when you start with battery cage system and you want to change later on in the future to deep litter, it might not work for you. You understand? So I did what I feel that is good. Don't forget that we are doing it in a very smart way. You understand? So do what you like, share, invite your friends so they will grow with us. Please have a wonderful, nice day.